ready. Welcome back to the Tournament of Champions. The Northside Lady Bears and the Bergman Panthers. It's going to be a good one. Got to talk to the referees just a few minutes ago who are going to referee this game. It's the same crew that refereed the game last night between Sapulpa and Northside. That thing could have got out of hand, but I made the statement when it happened how they jumped in and they stopped it. They nipped it in the bud right off the bat. And he came over and said, hey, we appreciate that. We want people to know that we're trying to derail a problem before it happens. And they did a good job. But we are going to have the national anthem now before the Lady Bear game, so we will go cold mic for that, and we'll be back.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Northside Beautiful.
I've got my broadcast partner back with me, Keith Evans. He's stuck around, and I appreciate that. Coach Beaumont has a headset on. We're going to have a really, really good interview at halftime. Looking forward to hearing from Mrs. Wagner, the founder of the tournament. We're going to have the starting lineups now. Bergman will be introduced first. They were beat by Carl Junction last night, 62-56, coached by James Halitska. Pretty serious point producers for this Bergman team. Holt had 24. She was 8 for 23 from the field, 6 for 17 from three-point range. Trammell had 27 for 13 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point, 5 for 9 from the free throw line.
Your Northside Lady Bears. Please welcome the 5'11" forward, season sophomore, number 14, Terrace Leka. At ball, 5'6" freshman, number 20, Isabella. At home, she's 6'4" sophomore, number 22, Mariana Gooden. At guard, 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Erica Gooden. And finally at guard, 5'10" senior, number 25, Terrence Washington. Lady Bears are coached by assistant coaches Randy Grant, and your head coach, Ricky Smith.
And that is Chris Carter on the microphone, and we're getting ready to have tip-off.
Well, as I look at this Northside lineup, one thing that really stands out to me is you've got a freshman, Isabella Kendrick, starting at guard.
Yeah, this is her first start.
Yeah, I was going to say, she must be quite a ball player to be able to come out as a freshman to play on the...
Yeah, she is, and she had a good game yesterday. She can hit the three, and she's also very intense. They use her a little bit to, once you had the big girl underneath, Staley, Hurd, she did a good job against her, but the game plan was to bring some hands in and catch her down low, and they really did a good job with that. Karis Washington is the only senior on the team. but she has turned into a big-time leader.
Well,
the Lady Bears will control the tip.
Yeah, you watch this group play, though, it doesn't look like a bunch of sophomores.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, they play well coached.
Two-pointer on the way. That is good. And she started with a three-pointer last night off the glass, didn't call it, but they went ahead and counted it. Actually did it twice. Three-pointer on the way, and that young lady right there is one that her name's Kirsten Lowry. She's a big-time three-point shooter. She hit 5 for 5 the game before last night. They wouldn't get it in her hands last night.
Yeah.
She was not a factor.
I think a key in this ball game tonight, guys, is at some point Northside's going to bring that pressure. It'll be interesting to see how well the Lady Panthers handle that pressure.
Well, that is Maddie Holt. Holt had 24 last night. She's definitely a producer. That's Lowry. Looks for some help.
That was 2 good ball games last night.
That was 2 good ball games. The last one definitely got physical as Holt is stripped. Gooden will take it down the floor. She looks for Blackman. Blackman back out to Karras. Karras now will set up the offense for the Lady Bears. Isabella Kendrick on the left wing.
It's kind of interesting, too, Buzz. They're coming out in a man defense.
Yes, they are.
Now she'll get a pick there. Karras puts it up. A little short. Rebound by Lowry. There'll be a tie ball there. That was Blackman that tied it up. Possession arrow is in favor of Bergman. Anxious to see how the Lady Bears really do in this first quarter after a heartbreaking loss last night, 50-49. Holt, three-pointer on the way is good, and you can see she's got a pretty shot.
She can get it off in a hurry.
It's good to see Anna Gooden out. She took a push from the back last night. She's working on a bad knee to begin with. Talked to her dad earlier, and he said it was basically a game-time decision. Gets it inside to Karras. Karras will bring it back out. Now she'll slow it down a little bit. Trammell will pick up Karras. Trammell, a very good ball player. She'll be guilty of the foul. Trammell had 20 last night, 5 for 9 from the free throw line, 7 for 13 from the field.
Buzz, I'm not seeing the Bergman Lady Panthers play this year. Obviously, they're probably one of the better shooting teams from the outside.
They are. They're not a big team. You know, height-wise, Trammell is probably the tallest one on the floor right now.
But can you imagine, though, guys, you think about the 3A right now with Lamar, what we saw from Lamar, now we're seeing from Bergman here. I mean, that's going to be another battle here come February.
If the rest of the teams match up like those two, wow.
Lady Panthers inbound to Trammell for the easy layup. Bergman up 5-2.
And you two have seen Bergman play a couple of times now. I mean, they're not flashy, but they're fundamentally now, they're pretty solid.
Holt is one of those players that is really intense the entire game. And she's offensively, she's definitely a weapon.
Yes.
And they changed defense up that time, went to a 2-1-2 zone defense.
Holt drives, puts it up with the right hand from the left side, off the glass and good. So they increase their lead to 5. Lady Bears look a little bit flat. Gooden was driving, tried to kick it out to Isabella Kendrick. Just off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be a turnover.
Buzz, I got to ask this question, too. You mentioned this earlier. Is what's with the sisters out here? You got 2 sisters. The Holt sisters playing for Bergman.
Yeah, and then you have the 2 sisters at Northside, the Gooden sisters, Anna and Erica. Oh, Trammell with a shot off the glass, but the foul was, did they call it before?
Yeah, on the floor.
All right.
Yeah, Holt and Trammell look like a tough duo today.
They are. But the one that didn't get much attention last night was Lowry.
Yeah, and she played well, didn't she?
Well, the night before.
Yeah.
She hit 5 for 5 from three-point range. Didn't take but maybe a shot or 2 last night. And a spin, shot up is no good. Karras gets the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, but it'll still be Lady Bear basketball.
That was a nice move by Ariana Gooden to take the ball to the hole. She had a good look at it, just didn't get the finish.
And Anna will inbound. A little bit of help. She gets it from Karras. Karras, three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Lowry with the rebound. Now Trammell works against Kendrick. Kind of lost control there. Moon picks it up. She needs help. Good, really good, intense defense by the Lady Bears. That's Holt. Shot clock under 10 now. Inside to Moon. 6 on the shot clock. Trammell's going to have to put it up. 4-3. She does put it up. It's blocked by Blackman.
Nice defense by Blackman.
Yes, it was.
Blackman takes it the length of the floor, puts it up. It's no good. Karras follows with the bucket. All right, 7-4 now. 3:28 left in the first quarter.
Buzz, there seems to be a bit of a hangover here for the Lady Bears starting the ball game
I
early.
agree.
But I think what's going to happen is at some point you're probably
That
going to see
blood gets flowing.
get that press going. And
Holt with a wide open three. Don't give her that. She was in and out. Anna will bring it down. Ricky, who is already off with the jacket. We had a bet last night. Keith talked about it. How long is it going to take? Three-pointer on the way, no good.
I like the fashion
Holt with the
style, too,
rebound.
that Smith showed last night wearing those tennis shoes.
He's
It's a good look.
I'll tell you what, I'll talk about it, and Coach Beaumont knows where I'm going to go with this. Three-pointer by Holt, off the mark again. Best dressed athletic director in the business. I don't know. I'd like to just go through his closet sometime. Unbelievable.
You gotta set your bar a little higher, boy.
Lady Bears down by 3. 2:22 left, first quarter. Karras drives. She gets checked by Madeline Moon.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Moon actually had position there, but then she took that last step, and I think that's what caused the foul right there, was that step.
I agree.
Yeah, I think if she'd have held her ground right there, I'm not sure. It might have just been a good play.
So our senior, Karras Washington, is at the line. First free throw's no good. We haven't done well shooting free throws up until last night. We shot 75%. Was glad to see that. Only 37% from the field, 33% from three-point range. The numbers aren't much better for Bergman. They were 40.8. Second free throw is no good. Fight for it. Blackman gets it, puts it up. No foul there. She goes to the floor. Trammell fighting her way out.
Hey, Buzz, that was a
She'll
nice
throw
job
it.
by Erica Gooden on there, really knocking the ball away, giving them a chance to make the play.
Oh, good job by Husky to run that one down. Nice block as Holt comes in for the layup. But Anna Gooden rejects it.
Yeah, I think another thing, too, Buzz, you'll be watching here as the game goes on is this north side. They start bringing the pressure in. You've only got 8 girls on the bench there on the Bergman side.
That's a very good point.
Right.
Ricky's got a lot of depth here. He's going to use a lot of his players. So Holt works against Anna Gooden. Anna knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Lady Panther basketball.
Lady Bears doing a good job, too, with their hands. We've seen that with a lot of teams today, getting over there, just knocking that ball, getting a hand on the ball, making it difficult to get in your offense.
Oh, a nice feed inside. Holt missed it. You know she'd like to have that one back. That was a gimme there.
Yeah, Buzz, that's 3 shots in a row for her that have gone down, in, and back out. We need that to keep happening if we're going to stay in this game.
Kendrick, three-pointer, and it's nothing but net. Isabella Kendrick, the freshman. She can shoot that three, guys.
That was a nice shot, nice touch, good follow-through.
Yeah, she's got good form. Oh, a nice move inside. That was Trammell. Two-point ball game now as we get close to a minute left in the first quarter. Now they'll push out on Kendrick. Don't let her have that again. Yep, she's going to take it. It's on the way, and in and out. Washington with the ball. She puts it back up and draws a foul.
So far in this ball game, Buzz, I think the Lady Bears have done a very good job of hitting the offensive glass and getting those extra looks.
Yeah, Karras really does well underneath. She's powerful. She's not the tallest player out there, but I would say she's probably the strongest player. Her first free throw is good.
And again, that's the key too. Once you get the ball inside there and you do draw the fouls to finish, and that's a good job by Washington finishing that shot.
Second free throw in and out. No good. It's a 1-point ball game, but Lady Bears come out of there with the rebound. Karras will drive, look for a way to kick it back out. Too much traffic underneath. Anna now to Kendrick, back to Anna. Three-pointer on the way by Erica is no good. Bergman saves it. Now they'll push the floor.
Buzz, I like what the Gooden sisters are doing down low, doing a very good job of really working the boards hard and keeping the ball alive, giving the Lady Bears a chance to get some extra points.
Not so sure how they get along outside the court, but on the court they do well. Erica gets the rebound, gives it to her sister, Anna. Anna, left side.
Get in there.
Three-pointer is good. Anna Gooden. Cadence Fleming in the ball game now. As we end the first quarter, Lady Bears will take a 2-point lead, 11-9, off the strength of that three-pointer by the sophomore, Anna Gooden. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the second quarter right after this.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
For the consumer, I think it's maybe one of the best times in history, at least in my experience, it's the best time that I've seen. The pre-owned business is definitely changing. Probably the best time as far as ease that we've seen in the car business. Transaction between the salesman and the customer is so much easier. The coolest thing about our pre-owned stores to me is hearing what they say about going there. Come see us at Clay Maxey Premium Pre-Owned in Fort Smith and in Tawnytown.
All right, welcome back inside Grizzly Arena. Bears have got the lead back. They had a 2-point lead to start and lost it, and they've got the 2-point lead back as we have a fresh 8 minutes on the board.
As you mentioned, you talk about the Gooden sisters, getting along. We kind of joke about that. I remember a boys club football game where two brothers, one was a quarterback, one was a running back, and he kept handing the ball off the running back, and he was scoring all these touchdowns. Well, the quarterback got tired, so he hands the ball off and tackles him.
I love it. Three-pointer on the way, nothing but net. That is Anaya Brewer, a 5'7" sophomore.
Yeah, Northside doing a good job from that three-point line. That's three three-pointers here in the first period, just about 20 seconds into the second period.
There's Trammell. Trammell will be picked up by Kendrick. Tries to get inside the moon. She does. That shot is off the mark. Rebound by Anaya Brewer. She'll give it to Anna Gooden, and Anna will push the floor. Good ball movement by the Lady Bears. That's Brewer. Out of Karras. Anna on the way. That's Kendrick. No good. Rebound. Shot won't go. That was Erica. Looks like we got a little off balance there.
Yeah, that was a very athletic play by Erica Gooden.
Yeah.
She was off balance and still hit the rim.
Still. Yeah, these girls really, the balance they have and their agility is amazing.
Yeah, Coach Smith going to go with the heat here, put the pressure on the backcourt.
He just knew it was a matter of time before he does that.
And I think that's a good call, too, because you can wear down the team.
I like your point, too, as far as the depth of the bench of Bergman. Well, that's Holt. Holt to Husky.
Oop.
Husky walks with the basketball, turnover.
And Buzz, what you're seeing too, you're seeing they're speeding. You saw a turnover right there, and I think that's because of the pressure. They're actually speeding up. Really,
it starts back here.
Yes.
Yeah, it starts back here, and they close them out here.
Interesting thing, Bergman came out in that man defense to start the ball game. They played zone probably at about the second possession.
Then back into man here.
Well,
That's Karras.
It's still kind of a zone, but Northside with their three-point shooting really is going to shoot them out of it.
Isabella right wing inside. Blackman is stripped. That's Holt.
Oh. She thought about it for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. No, she's trying to catch their breath right now, I think. As Maddie Holt's top of the circle, Anna will push out on her. Now they'll double team her. Comes Blackman. And she'll throw it out of bounds. That's that pressure. So Lady Bears force another turnover.
Yeah, Bergman got off to a really good start, got those quick 9 points, but now they really kind of hit a drought here, and I think it's exactly what you were saying, Buzz. I think Ricky Smith kind of turning the heat up here has made a difference.
Cheris Blackman will check out. Erica Gooden will come back in. You have Isabella Kendrick, Anaya Brewer, and Karras Washington on the floor. Brewer inside to Gooden, back out now. All the way across the floor to Karras. Karras with the head fake, pulls it back out. Brewer to Isabella. Isabella, that's going to go out of bounds. Saw that a couple times last night. We had some errant passes, and one of them was at a real critical point with about 15 seconds left. Kind of unforced errors, man. When you get playing these teams that are so intense, you start making those unforced errors, and you get in a hole you can't get out of.
Yeah, Isabella Kendrick really was very unselfish.
Yeah.
While she was in the ball game, had a 3 early, and I think she had a couple of looks she passed on.
Right.
That maybe she could have taken the shot.
All right, that was Taryn Holt that was fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. They're down 5 points with 4:40 left in this second quarter.
Buzz, as we're getting these free throws up here, and we've been talking past 3 days about the 25th anniversary of the tournament, and this being a big deal for young women and to showcase that. I just got word that a young lady that I know has landed in Northwest Arkansas. She's already in her car and on her way to Fort Smith. Is going to watch the final game and have a chance to take part in the festivities with these young ladies. But Holly Warlick, a longtime University of Tennessee Lady Volunteer head coach and a 30-year assistant with Coach Summit, is going to come to Fort Smith to watch a little basketball this evening.
How lucky are we to have that? I'm looking forward to it. You're talking about a legend that's going to be here.
Yeah,
and it's fitting, somebody like that to be involved in a tournament like this.
And I tell you what, I'm so glad that you guys are going to get a chance to meet her. She's salt of the earth, boy.
3-pointer from Holt. Oof. Off the front of the rim. I wonder if I could get 5 minutes with her alone and find out a few things, maybe about some Michael Beaumont stories.
I tell you what, there's stories.
Buzz, I thought you were going to say maybe get her on the basketball court, maybe show her a thing or two.
Yeah,
I'm afraid what I'd show her would be ugly.
She's still got 1 or 2 more plays in her. You better be careful with that one now. I think she still holds a couple of records at Tennessee with steals, I think, and assists.
Well, I think that if the crowd's ever going to be right for your half-court shot, I think it's probably going to be then.
We may have a shoot-off, her and I, right out here.
Well, if you talk steals and assists, you can't talk Buzz Sawyer because he's not going to get any steals, and he's definitely not going to get any assists.
Oh, nice move.
Erica with the rebound. She is a force underneath, guys. She's able to maneuver her body and get such good position. Now, Anna will run the offense. She'll back it up. 3:15 left in the second quarter.
A very fast ball game.
It really is.
Yeah, it has.
Three-pointer from Karis is
Nice.
nothing but net. Karis Washington, who can do it inside, she can do it outside.
They got 7 points.
I love the leadership role that Karis has taken this year. A lot of pressure on her. She's the only senior, and she is leading by example.
Yeah.
So the Lady Bears have increased their lead to 7. Timeout on the floor. Guys, let's take a timeout with them. 2:55 left in the second quarter. 17-10. We'll be right back.
I'll be back in a sec.
We can't wait forever.
Oh, you're nacho fries, please. Can't be mad. We got you nacho fries.
Made with Mexican spices. Made for nacho cheese sauce. Only at Taco Bell.
You talk about second and third chance points and trying to finish. I tried 2 or 3 times to get that cake in my mouth, and I could not finish. That was too quick of a timeout. It'll take a 60-second timeout for me to get that cake.
Buzz, I want to mention something, too. We've talked about the officiating. They had a little tussle over them. They called a foul on Bergman, and the coach wasn't happy, but the official did a great job of going over there and explaining what was happening on the play, why the play was called, and that's all you can ask for, and there's a nice inside move.
Now, speaking of referees, this crew tonight, who has done a great job last night, and they'll do this game, they'll do the championship games, Eric Carlson, James Dunn, and Daniel Lampro. And my compliments to them, the way they have kept control of this.
And I say that's a key, too. If something happens you don't like, if the referee will take the time to explain, hey, this is why I did it, or if I missed a call, whatever, you can live with that.
Yep.
Hey, it's not just the players that need to know, the pace of the game. The coaches need to know, too. And if they can get an explanation from the referee and get an idea where we're going with this, it helps them with their team.
Yes.
Kind of groove them to get them where they need to be.
Because it may be at some point, maybe one of your players, they need to tell them, hey, this is what they called on you. Don't watch about doing this again.
Trammell gets the inbound pass. Great defense by the Lady Bears. Couldn't get the shot off. So the Lady Bears with a 9-point lead and 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. We're going to have Sarah Wagner at halftime. Coach Beaumont's going to be able to interview her. She's the daughter of the founders. Was a player here for the Lady Bears, and so it'll be a great interview. Looking forward to that. Do not leave at halftime. You'll want to hear it.
It's amazing what this tournament has become. 25 years of this, when it got started. It's not an easy endeavor at all, yes. But what great basketball.
Well, you talked about it, every game that we've done together, you've talked about the intensity. Isabella for 3, good! I love Isabella's reaction when she knocks one down. She screams. But you talk about these teams that you don't hear about a lot that come in and play, and we don't ever have the luxury of watching them play as it's a one-on-one with Karis Washington. She's fouled, or maybe she wasn't. Maybe just went out of bounds. Yeah, I think that's the call.
I think that's the call.
That was a good job by Maddie Holt.
Yeah, Buzz, what I like about this, too, you get the small schools against the big schools. You get to see how everybody matches up. And I think everybody you've talked to are so complimentary of what goes on in this tournament. These teams get to play 3 really good games.
Yeah. And all the interviews that Coach Beaumont's doing with the winning coaches, that's what they're saying.
That's right.
Hey, we enjoy. Thank you for having us in this tournament.
It's nice to win championships, obviously, but it's also a learning opportunity for these kids to get to play. You're playing all different styles of ball you're going up against, and you find out what your weaknesses are, but hopefully you can improve on as conference season starts.
Isabella, they leave her open. She takes it, nothing but the bottom of the net. Watch her. Watch her reaction when she knocks it down. It's amazing.
That's 9 points. Going to get a jump ball here.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's a jump ball. You had one referee looking at the other one to say, hey, is it going to be a foul? Is it going to be a jump ball? That was Isabella that tied her up. It'll be in the possession of the Bergman Lady Panthers. 44 seconds left. Lady Bears up by 15. You attribute that to the heat that he's applied? I mean, is he just wearing them down?
Yeah, definitely is. And, too, you watch as the game went on, I believe it was 9-7, guys, at one point. They've gone an 18-1 run right here.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the heat, and the other is those three-pointers by Isabella Kendrick.
I'll tell you what, she leaves no doubt either. Those are swish.
No, those are nice.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I think she was being a bit unselfish, and she had a couple of looks there she could have taken earlier in the ball game too.
Yeah. Taylor Cantwell's in the ball game. Trammell will sit down. But they really don't have a lot to work with there as far as bodies. Now you've got to be in extremely good shape to play this kind of intensity. So there we have two players there. We took out both of them. And Karras will go to the line. So Coach Beaumont is going to get wired up here for an interview with Sarah Wagner. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
You know, the thing about the Lady Bears, too, Buzz, is the fact that you watch this game, and, yeah, it's a close game, and you look up, and it's about a 15-point deficit.
Yeah. And you realize that's the first bonus free throw that we've seen today? The Bergman will work for the last shot. And they'll throw it out of bounds, and the Lady Bears will have 13 seconds to add to their lead.
And what you'll notice, too, what Northside's doing, too, Buzz, is they really kind of came out in the soft zone defense, a soft man to start the ball game. They're really putting the heat on right now, trying to get traps, and they're really, what they've done, too, really to change this ball game is they've got Bergman to speed up their game, and it's really taking them out of it.
Yeah. We'll have a 30-second timeout. We'll just stay with it. I'm not going to try to grab that cake in 30 seconds, but I'll tell you this, as soon as we go to halftime, that bad boy's gone.
Yeah, it's the good news and bad news here. What a great hospitality room they have in there. But the good news is we've seen some great basketball. The bad news is we gained 3 pounds.
Oh, man. Got to figure out a way to work it off. But I tell you what, we had the big show here a few weeks back, and we had a hospitality room that was off the charts. The Relaford family, Billy Joe and his wife, you talking about homemade lasagna, homemade spaghetti, bread. I mean, it was seriously, it took me 3 days to get over it.
Well, as long as we've done this, Buzz, probably the best meal, 2 of the best meals I've had was over at Van Buren with the home ec department, turkey and dressing.
Oh, was that Thanksgiving deal?
Yeah, well, it wasn't Thanksgiving, but they do it for us. And then up in Bentonville, they made some homemade spaghetti. You were just mentioning that. I was thinking of that, how good that was.
I know something that you'll remember. Here's where watch the Lady Bears work for the last shot. 5 seconds. Karras, 3 seconds. Foster have to get it off, and we will get it off. No, it won't go. That was on a good one. Just three-pointer looked like it was going to go, but just missed the mark. 25-10 is our score at halftime. Keith, when you and I did that game at Harbor, I think it was the first year that they had that stadium, and they had sushi. And do you remember that in the hospitality room? Sushi. Well, I hadn't seen sushi yet. Hey, when you're in the Central, well, there is no hospitality.
You know, that's the amazing thing, too, is how nice it is in the West. And then you go to the Central thinking you're going to see all these really nice things, and it ain't there.
No, there are some cool stadiums. And I'll be honest with you, I like working the Little Rock Central game. Being at Quigley, there's so much history there. I really enjoy it. We're going to go, Keith and I are going to go cold mic, and we're going to watch the entertainment from Northside Insteppers.
Members of the ensemble include Maggie Harris, Allie Ashley, Emily Flake, Jessica Boyd, Gabby Lindsay, and Anna Walker. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Northside Silver Steppers.
All right, great performance by our Northside Silver Steppers, and we are going to have Coach Beaumont, and he's going to interview Sarah Wagner. Let's go to Coach Beaumont. Coach.
Hi, Buzz. Thank you so much. I am here with a couple of founding members of this tournament, and so excited to be between both of you, you and your mother. I wanted to go to your mom first, so we want to talk a little bit about how you and your husband 25 years ago thought that this would grow to what it is today. Is this what you had envisioned?
Not at all. We thought we would have a small tournament with area teams and try to bring some college coaches in to see our local talent. And we've done just that. We tried to showcase the girls and show the coaches that we have some talent here in Arkansas and Oklahoma.
Now, some of that talent that played back in Northside in the day, she's right here next to me. I'm going to ask her a couple of questions. Sarah, welcome back to Fort Smith. I know you had a big surprise for your mother yesterday, and I have seen her smile before, but that smile was really, really big yesterday. You played here at Northside, a venue that was much different than what you're in today. What do you think about this venue now?
I am amazed. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's not just the venue itself. You know, the front row seating for the sponsors, and you know, our logo is on the water coolers. Like, all of the details are really amazing. And I was just telling my friend it would have been awesome if we played here when I was playing, because I know we would have packed it, because we packed the other field house to standing room only. But I'm really proud to come back and this be our home court.
What about the opportunity of what this tournament brings to young women? When this tournament first started, there was not a lot of opportunities for young women to showcase their talents. 25 years later, we're seeing as many scholarships available for young ladies. Here's an opportunity for young women to showcase themselves here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. What do you think about those opportunities for these ladies?
Well, again, that's why Mom and Dad started this great tournament. And back then, and even today, it may be too expensive for some girls to play travel or club basketball. And so this is the only way for them to show their talents. And, you know, building a great tournament like this, that's what gets the coaches here. So it's really great opportunity. And, you know, I was asking Mom how many girls have gotten scholarships, and she said we lost count. So
you had talked a little bit about the talent we've seen so far, and although we have some bigger schools, you told me you're pretty impressed with some of these 3A schools.
I am totally impressed with some of these girls. They're great athletes. They know the word basketball is important to them. And some of them will get scholarships through this.
Well, it's so exciting to be a part of. I have not been in Fort Smith very long, but I've had the opportunity to get to know your mother and now get a chance to meet you. But I knew this tournament from way before. I happened to work with a couple of people that have been here to watch young ladies play. And in fact, one of them is going to be here today. I want you to get a chance to meet her. But what a blessing it is to have this in Fort Smith. And 25 years later, I hope that we see another 25 years of growth for this tournament. And it's exciting to know what the future is going to bring. Can't thank you enough. I know the community thanks you enough. I know that Southside and Northside both thank you. Really, really blessed. Thank you for all that you've done. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Sarah.
Great interview, Coach. I mean, what a blessing it is to have people that will step up like that to start a tournament and then to see it through, you know, continue on and let it grow into what it has in the last 25 years. And, you know, to have their daughter here,
yes,
Sarah, who played as a Lady Bear, and so special to have her back. So it's been fun. I think we've seen a lot of good talent, but it's all for a really good cause.
Well, too, Buzz, I think the thing, too, is what really stood out to me from what they were saying, too, is the fact they try to get some of these college coaches in here to see these girls and stuff. And you get so many talented girls. We've seen that here that, you're going to draw those college coaches in to see these girls because you got them all here at once and all out travel.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, you're talking about some of them that have come. What, Jones? Who do you think is the furthest away? Is it Jones? that because they're suburb of Oklahoma City. Carl Junction, what is like southwest Missouri.
Right.
Yeah, they're probably, Jones is probably about 3 hours just around Oklahoma City. Sapulpa 2 hours. Bergman's probably, they told me it's around Harrison, so that's maybe
a couple hours
getting down here. So that's and you're getting a good group in here, and you got all in one place, and they can see all the stars out here. They're going to see some kids too, like like Lamar. I mean, the Sanders kid, you watch her, she's only a sophomore, and she's going to be on some radars now.
And you watch Isabella Kendrick tonight knock those threes down.
Right.
She's a ninth grader. I still can't get used to that because that's not a thing that's been around for very long as far as having ninth graders play. It's one thing to see them play basketball. It's another thing to see these kids, ninth graders, playing football. And you think, you're not really grown enough into it because it's a very physical sport. It's a lot more physical these days than it was, back when I played. Well, we had helmets and everything. I mean, I don't want to take away from the equipment. They weren't good helmets, but they were helmets.
I thought he was going to say they were leather. I didn't know how far back he was going.
We didn't have face masks, but we had helmets.
You mentioned that too, though, about these freshmen playing. You had the two Gooden girls last year that started, and to me, that's just unheard of. That just shows the talent of what these girls have to be able to step into a Ricky Smith system and to start and to excel, not just play, but to excel.
That's exactly right. And there are a lot of young players on this team, and we only have one senior.
Right.
So, the future's really bright, as it usually always is for Northside Lady Bears, and I think that when one of the girls or any of the girls that decide they want to play basketball, they know what they're getting into.
Well, and Buzz, I know last night was heartbreaking for a lot of our fans and for sure for our players and for our coaching staff, but the mistakes that were made, especially by the younger kids, that won't happen when they get to juniors and seniors because they've been through the war, they've been through the fire, and that's unbelievable opportunity. Growing pains, yes, but I'm glad to see these young kids get some time.
Well, it's 25-10 after 2 quarters, and it's a little shocking to me that Bergman only has 10 points. You have some big point producers with Maddie Holt and Trammell to knock down the threes like they do. One had 24 points, the other one had 20 in the game before, and here they sit at 10 points.
Well, they had 9 points early too, Buzz, and the Northside defense, they ratcheted up the pressure, and I think that made a big difference. And then I also thought the play of Isabella Kendrick with those 3 threes really kind of opened it up.
All right, we are back to action. Harris inside to Foster. Foster, who's 6'5", towers over anybody that gets next to her in this game. She usually has a little advantage, but she's had a big advantage tonight. She's working against Madeline Moon.
Okay, Buzz, I got to ask this question for the Lady Bears. How often do you see them run the shot clock down like that? Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, not really. No, it's that Nolan Richardson, up and down the floor, put it up. But no, you don't see that very often. Karras' first free throw is good.
When we were first working on the clocks and the video boards, we had a night where the shot clock wasn't working, and Ricky turned to me and said, "Hey, Coach, don't worry about it.
It doesn't matter.
It'll be okay.
Anyway.
It'll be okay."
Second free throw is good.
I did see something I haven't seen, though, tonight, Buzz. Ricky Smith was actually sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
He stays up most of the game.
Well, he's up right now, but that's just to get the third quarter started. Trammell with a nice head fake. She was hand check. Three-pointer for Holt is no good. Lowry with the rebound. And I still am in amazement that Lowry is not in the shooting production part of this Bergman team.
Well, Buzz, what is a product of that, too, obviously, is this pressure defense.
There it is, finally.
Yes.
And you see what happens. She was 5 for 5 night before last. Last night, she doesn't touch it. I've yet to figure that out. And matter of fact, she didn't get a lot of playing time.
Well, a lot of those three-pointers, too, that they were hitting early goes down to the fact that you get that pressure defense going, and you kind of lose those legs a bit. You'll start seeing that ball hit the front of the rim, and, you know, normally we're going to be nailing it most of the night, but that defense makes a difference.
That does make a big difference. You know, she had some potential open looks last night. They just weren't getting the ball to her. But, I don't know. I mean, that's why I put a headset on, and they're over there on the bench.
You know, the funny thing about coaching basketball, too, no matter what level it is when you show up for practice, first things the kids want to do is they want to shoot. They don't want to learn defense.
That's right.
That's kind of where the game's going now on the college level, the high school level, is they teach that defense first, and your defense makes your offense better.
Every time I think that, you know, we talked about it before, you cannot let your offense dictate your defense. It's the other way around. Defense has to be the key.
Yeah, and you talk about they're all guards and all shooters in basketball, but I remember Coach Fleur when he came to Northside, and he was talking to all the players, you know, the team that he inherited, he said they were all receivers. I didn't have a defensive back in the bunch. I didn't have a lineman in the bunch. They all were receivers.
There's a nice shot.
With a nice three-pointer.
Maddie Holt now has 2 3-pointers. You say that, Buzz, I laugh, too, because I think that in baseball, and they do the draft in baseball, and you ask a kid what he plays, and I think everyone is either a pitcher, catcher, or a shortstop.
Anna spins, puts it up with the right hand, can't get the roll.
That's a nice move, bro.
That is a nice move. Now, she'll get that most of the time.
Right.
I believe that's going to go against Foster, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, going on a mini run here, getting back in the ball game for Lady Panthers, only down 11.
Well, between Holt and Lowry getting a couple of threes, you know, things change pretty fast.
There's a reason it changes too, Buzz. You're talking about the 3A defending state champions.
A three-pointer by Taryn Holt. Yeah, don't get lazy. Don't get complacent.
Yeah, and also don't play horse with the Holt sisters either.
Unless you got Isabella.
Nice shot.
Nice two-pointer there by Anna Gooden. That gets it back to a 10-point lead.
I like the way she squared up.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, she was set and ready to shoot that one. You know, a lot of these off-balance shots, if you get a nice roll, sometimes you can get it to go, but that one was pure. Now you got a nice roll there from Maddie Holt. Another three-pointer, so now it's a 7-point ball game.
That's a shooter's bounce right there.
Yeah, that is.
2 threes here in the second half. Maddie Holt now has 11 points in the ball game.
Lady Bears do not want her to get hot.
No, somebody who's been a little bit quiet is Trammell. Don't let her get involved in the ball game because she's a game changer too.
I'm going to look for Kendrick here somewhere.
Kicks it out. Kendrick here on the way. In and out. No good. She was counting it. Gooden gets the rebound. Now Karras will have to pick up the loose ball. Karras spins. Drives the lane. Puts it up. She's fouled. I think that's going to go against Moon.
Well, Moon's had 2 foul calls on her, and I believe both times if she would have kept her feet.
Exactly.
I mean, I thought physically she was in good position, but she just takes that last little step.
Karras has 8 points tonight. Misses her first free throw.
One thing I've noticed about this Lady Bear team is probably because she's a freshman, but I really think Isabella Kendrick needs to be looking for her shot. I think she's got that potential to light it up at any time.
Taylor Cantwell will check in for Moon for the Panthers. Second free throw is good. That goes to your point. If you missed the first free throw, the next one was pure. Timeout on the floor. It is a 60-second timeout, guys. We'll take a break. Come back with the Northside lead, 30-22 after this.
810 Billiards and Bowling, but it's more than billiards and more than bowling. 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's an amazing combination of games, arcade, restaurant, sports bar, and night spot, all under one roof. And coming soon to Fort Smith, 5609 Rogers Avenue across from Randall Ford. And stay tuned for more updates on their grand opening. Visit their Facebook page to enter their grand opening contest. Now taking holiday party reservations, visit 810bowling.com for the latest updates. 810 Billiards and Bowling.
Four minutes and 5 seconds left in the third. Bears up by 7.
Well, with the three-point shooting by the Lady Panthers here in the second half, they kind of worked their way back in the ball game. But I got a feeling at some point you're going to see that heat being turned up again by Coach Ricky Smith.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of it right now. And that was Taryn Holt, and she was abused there. Well, that foul against Isabella.
Oh, that's a backcourt violation.
Yep, exactly. That turnover, Lady Bears will have it.
Momentum got her going one way, and she grabbed the ball on one side, went to the other. Of course, those are the kind of plays, too, that if you're a coach, you shake your head and hope it doesn't happen again. Unforced errors.
Man, I'm sure that ages coaches. You work on that in practice. Three-pointer from goodness, no good. Ball goes off Isabella's hands. It'll be Lady Panther basketball.
You know, and I think as a coach, it's when you have a team that applies a lot of pressure, is defensively really a salty team, and they cause turnovers, that's one thing. But when you have one that you just do on your own, unforced, that drives them nuts.
That's tough.
Wow.
Holt drives the lane. The layup was rejected by Foster. I don't know that she even had to get off the floor.
Well, Buzz, and I'm looking at her and that shot. I'm not sure where that ball could go. It wouldn't have a chance to go anywhere. She's just going to swat it away.
Well, the thing, too, having a tall girl down low, it really helps out, too. You can really open that defense up, and she'll make up for a lot of plays. You go down and you beat the first girl, then you got to go to 10 down there.
Holt drives and kicks it out. Here comes that three-pointer from Lowry. No good. She's 1 for 2. Karras pulls up at the free throw line. Won't go. Trammell with the rebound. Now Trammell will push the floor. Almost stripped by Erica. That Holt back out to the top. She'll drive. Ball rejected again.
Because I really like Karras Washington's game. She plays under control. She's able to drive. She penetrates.
Yeah.
And does a good job, too. When she gets the defender moving, she'll stop, take that 15-footer. But when she does that, she's under control, has that elbow, everything going forward.
She has, an extra duty of being a leader, too. She can't take any time off from that since she is the only senior. And there she is, kicks it into Foster. The shot off the glass, no good. And it's good to see Zakiya Foster this year. I mean, she got a little bit of playing time last year, had some endurance issues. Man, she has got it all worked out. Is in good shape, or basketball shape, I should say, as her first free throw is good.
Yeah, she moves good.
Yeah.
And, you can't coach that height.
No, I would have tried to have coached it a long time ago if you could.
If I'd had that height, I probably could have grabbed the rim instead of the bottom of the net.
I'm worse off than you two. I would have had to hire that height coach. That'd have had to help me.
All right, Lowry to Trammell. Holt now looking for an open player. That's her sister. Now to Trammell. Back out to Maddie. Maddie will drive, puts it up with the right hand.
Nice move.
Nice floating layup in the lane.
Yeah, she's got 13 in the ball game.
Again, she was a big producer, had 24 points last night. I was a little shocked they only had 10 points at half, especially when they had 9 in the first quarter. Karras for 3, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound. They'll all go to the floor, but Holt to come out of there with it, coast to coast. Now she'll kick it out to Maddie. Maddie three-pointer on the way is good. It's turned into a ball game.
Wow.
27-31.
That was a nice job by Holt, getting the rebound, working her way down, and finding the open.
She sucked them all in.
Yeah, sucked them in, and you had the open look. And I'll tell you what, Maddie Holt's got them back in this ball game.
She has. Afraid that's going to go against Erica. 5 team fouls against the Lady Bears, only 3 against the Panthers.
Yeah, Northside had 25-10 at halftime?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've come back and made a 17-6 run here.
Cadence Fleming, she's a 5'7" sophomore, number 4. Watch her. She's checked in. You talk about another intense guard, she's it. She doesn't start, but she gets a lot of playing time. She will be a star in the future. Three-pointer from Lowry off the mark. Now Gooden will hurry down the floor, puts the left-hander up, no good. It's Trammell thinks it's blocked. It was a foul, so Eric Otto will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, she's got 4 personal foul now, so.
You know, that's one thing the Lady Bears did last night to actually stay in that game against the Pupil. They got them in foul trouble. The main ones, you're talking about Tyler, Hurd, and her sister. First free throw is no good. All right, Cantwell will check out. Trammell checks out. Holt and Moon will check back in. There's 55 seconds left in the third quarter. It's just a 4-point ball game. Make that 5. Isabella comes out. Taja Francis checks in for the Lady Bears. It's her first appearance. She's a 5'6" sophomore with 50 seconds left. There's Lowry. Lowry can shoot that 3.
Wow.
There it is. 2 for 4, I believe, is where she is. 50% from 3-point.
This Bergman team may be the best shooting team I've seen in the tournament.
34 seconds left. Shot clock at 22. Karras will drive, puts the circus shot up, won't go. So Bergman on the run now.
See if they hold for the last shot.
I believe they will hold for the last shot and try to tie it going into the fourth quarter. Hope puts the shot up, no good. Rebound by Blackman. Blackman has 6 seconds. And our athletic director makes one of the best catches, and the referee thanks him.
Well,
he saved Keith's headset there.
Yeah, you know the thing about that'll be that story you were telling about Fleur earlier. We'll hear that now from Coach Beaumont.
Well, Isabella will inbound.
I started looking around the table. I think, well, I have to pay for that, and I have to pay for that, and pay for that. I better catch this ball.
Three-pointer on the way up. No good. Good opportunity there by Karras with 3.5 seconds. It won't go. But the Lady Bears will have a 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter. So there's 8 minutes left, guys. Let's take a break and get ready for it.
These are Whataburger stickers. Proof that we've got your avocado, jalapenos, and creamy pepper sauce. Wait, hold the onions, add bacon, Whataburger. However you dream it, we'll make it. Whataburger, just like you like it.
All right, 2-point ball game, 8 minutes left. Bergman has shot their way back into this one.
Yeah, but let's give Bergman credit for working their way back in the ball game. But I think what you're going to see here in the fourth quarter, with I think the strategy for Coach Ricky Smith is he played a lot of different girls in that third quarter, so he's got a lot of fresh legs coming in. And we talked about this in the previous game. A lot of times when you have to make that comeback, it kind of wears you down a bit. So this will be an interesting quarter here.
It definitely will. And you talk about the bench of Bergman. You thought we were going to get them to run out of gas. They haven't. But we still have 8 minutes left. Three-pointer, no good. That's Lowry, so she's 2 for 5 now. Hope goes to the floor. I believe Lowry would be guilty of that foul.
That's a good foul, too, because the girl went down on the play, and you had the numbers. Right. So that's not a bad foul.
5 team fouls apiece as we just get into the fourth quarter. Lady Bears coming off a heartbreaking win or loss last night. Karras three-pointer on the way, no good. Boy, from our vantage point, it looked like it was pure, but just a little bit short.
Good sportsmanship there. It's good. It goes down.
Good to see.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Anna will inbound for the Lady Bears. 18 seconds on the shot clock. That's Blackman. Now the ball is stolen, but Anna may try to. Let's see who gets it. Yeah, Anna, good job by Anna just getting in the way of Holt and get the ball back.
Yeah, Holt actually got control of the ball, but her momentum took her out of bounds.
Now Blackman's she's going to go to the bench, and Foster's going to check back in as Karras will inbound. 13 seconds now on the shot clock. Anna sets up the Lady Bear offense. Pulls up, shot is no good. Foster, can she get the rebound? She does. Off the hands of Isabella, so it will be Lady Panther basketball.
Yeah, the Lady Bears they're getting some good looks here in the second half. The ball's just not falling right now.
Boy, it's not a very good time to go through a cold streak. Trammell back in the ball game, tries to drive, puts the shot up. It won't go, just forced it a little bit. A lot of traffic in the lane. She still took the shot. Anna, left-hander, will it go? No.
That was a nice drive, though.
It was a nice drive.
Slid between the defense.
Boy, you got a wide-open Madeline Moon. She puts it up, and it's good. Nice job by Holt to see Madeline streaking down the end of the court. Gets the ball to her for the easy two, and they tie it.
I think she pulled your snowbird right there.
That's
Buzz.
it. That's my style. That's my style of basketball right there. Isabella.
Get in there.
Erica. No. Isabella. Now Karras. Karras spins, puts the shot up. No good. Lowry gets the rebound.
That's the one thing I think's been different here in the second half is they really haven't got the ball to Isabella Kendrick to get the three off.
And she hadn't had the open looks, but it would be nice to let her have a couple of them because Lowry takes one and you hold your breath every time she puts the ball in the air. Trammell's shot is no good, but she's fouled. So Trammell will go to the line.
Buzz, I think this ball game, I think you definitely had a bit of a hangover here for the Lady Bears, but also let's give the Lady Panthers credit. This is a good team.
No, they are a good team. You know, they're the reigning 3A state champs.
Right.
They were 43-0 coming into the tournament.
And I'm not saying anything to tell me that they may not be, you know, them and Lamar again going at it.
Here
come February.
Could be again. That's exactly right. Lamar, the runner-up.
I believe that may be one of the few leads that Bergman's had tonight.
Yeah, Lamar with Corey Sanders and group, that was a fun team to watch too.
There we go.
Nice drive and shot by Anna Gooden. And she'll tie the ball game up again to the Grizzlies, who had a big lead, lost it, now have tied it again. Trammell trying to weave her way into the lane. Anna says she walked with the ball, but there's going to be a foul.
Very aggressive, taking the ball to the hole.
Yeah. Foster picks up the foul, so Trammell, who has 6 points, goes to the line.
I thought there might have been a travel right there.
Trammell, normally a very good free throw shooter. We're going to test the theory here. She misses the first one. Let's see what she does with the second one.
Yeah, Trammell being very aggressive down low. She's got 4 fouls.
Brewer comes in for Foster. Second free throw's good. Theory holds true. 5:20 left in the ball game. 1 point lead for the Lady Panthers. Anna looking for some help, doesn't get it, shoots the three. Not there. Trammell with the rebound. She'll push the floor. 1-on-2. She'll put it up, and it's off the rim. No good. Brewer with the rebound. She'll give it to Anna Gooden. Now Anna will try to work her own shot from the top of the circle, and it is nothing but net. And Ricky wants a timeout. 4:44 left in the game. Lady Bears get a 1 point lead.
Yeah, I believe with that timeout, Buzz, Wally, what you're going to see is they're going to probably kind of turn the pressure up a bit here with a 1 point lead. It's kind of like I go back to the old Rocky movies. Rocky did, I believe he was a southpaw and didn't want to use it and was holding off on it. And I think that's what Ricky Smith may be doing here. Maybe he's holding out to maybe turn it up here towards the end of the ball game. But what a fun game.
Oh, it is fun. And I'd like to think that I felt real comfortable with the big lead we had.
I did too.
And I should have known that, you know, a team of this caliber, nothing against our Lady Bears, you're just playing against a good, intense basketball team, and they know how to win.
Well, Buzz, you look at it too. I mean, you look at the second half, Kirsten Lowry, 2 3-pointers, Maddie Holt, 3 3-pointers. You make those 3-pointers, you get back in a hurry.
Yeah, that's hard to overcome there. I think Brandon's doing a great job on the floor getting a picture of our cheer squad. And there's Sailor Bean. That's the most faithful fan we have. Right there you're seeing on the screen. Sailor, thank you for cheering on these Lady Bears. I know you're not here, but we can see you're watching them on TV. All right, 4:44 left. Look like it may go down to the wire again.
That's a nice drive forcing the contact, but I'm not sure where the foul was at.
I don't know if they're calling it on. Was it called on Anna?
Yeah, I believe it was on Anna, but she had her hand straight up and down.
Yeah, she's definitely questioning it, but free throw is good.
You know, officials, what you don't want to do, you don't want to bail an offensive player out of a wild drive or a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't see a lot of a foul right there.
Yeah, Maddie Holt with 16 points, 13 here in the second half.
All right, Karis Washington, top of the circle. Now she'll try to direct traffic here. Isabella Kendrick back in the game. Now Kendrick over to Anna. Anna pulls up, right wing, no good. Well, we just cannot get the shots to go. We're running into a cold streak here. Boy, Maddie Holt she's lit the candle.
Yeah.
There should be a foul there, and that's going to go against Trammell. So that'll send Karis to the line for 2. Bears down 4. Biggest lead of the night for Bergman. They hadn't had but a couple, but definitely give them credit for fighting their way back. They were down big time.
That's a good job by Karis Washington taking the ball to the basket. We saw down at the other end. The way the game's being officiated right now, of course, it can always change on who's underneath the basket. But I think as you were saying, Coach, are kind of helping the offensive player. If they're being aggressive, they have that contact, they're getting the call, and that's a good job by Washington knowing what's going on and making the play.
Now, did Trammell foul out? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I think she did.
Well, that is, Karras makes her first free throw. That's a huge thing for us. I mean, I hate that Ruby's fouled out, but she's definitely a factor for the Bergman Lady Panthers.
Well, that's a big loss down low.
Yeah. All right, now it's a three-point ball game. 3:30 left in the ball game, and Taryn Holt will work against Anaya Brewer. She goes to her left side. What a job by Anaya. She stripped her. Let's see what the call is. It's a jump ball. Well, nice head fake by Taryn Holt. Guys, I mean, she was going down the lane. Looked like she's going to go the right side, gave a head fake, and she caught us off guard. But Brewer, a quick reaction, and able to tie her up.
Well, what hurt Holt there, too, is the size
factor. That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul. Size factor. I was kind of surprised about the foul. Looked like Holt had her back to the play. Must have grabbed her.
It's going to send Gooden to the line.
Both teams playing pretty physical down low.
First free throw is good. So now both teams in the bonus, and that's going to be a factor down the line. Whoever shoots the free throws the best between here and with zeros, I think that's going to be your winner.
Northside is going to bring the heat here.
And they found Husky. Husky may lose it out of bounds. No, she saves it.
Yeah, she was lucky there that she got the ball. It was kind of fortunate for Northside because if she's able to take the ball, they had an open player underneath the basket.
Yeah, Ricky wanted to time out. He wants to, hey, we got 3:07 left. Let's get our head right. Get to the end of this thing. All right, we have a full timeout. Dylan, take a timeout. We'll be back with the last 3 minutes right after this. Ricky is in a pretty serious meeting over there right now. All the coaches. I mean, look at the intensity of the Lady Bears bench right now.
Well, I think, too, what you're going to see, too, Buzz, I keep saying this, but I think you're going to see them really trying to turn the heat up and, maybe change this game up a bit.
You got to be careful with the fouls.
Yes. You got those fresh legs.
Yeah. All right, Brewer, Kendrick, the Gooden sisters, and the senior, Karras Washington. That's who's on the floor for the Lady Bears. Taryn Holt will inbound. And there will be a turnover. That's Gooden. Gooden pushes the floor. 1-on-2. She'll back it up. Now she'll kick it back out to Brewer. Brewer will come to the top of the circle.
I think they need to find number 20, give her a look.
Inside to Karras. Karras puts it up as she was falling down, but she will go to the line. Karras Washington shoots a lot of free throws.
She does.
Just because she drives as hard as she does. Karras had.
Well, she has good body control too, Buzz, and then she forces that contact. She's going to force that official to make a call.
Yeah.
With that body control, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a charge.
She had 25 points last night, 5 for 8 from the line, 9 for 21 from the floor. Second free throw is no good. Moon with the rebound. Now Taryn Holt will push the floor with a 2-point lead and 2:40 left. She'll go to the line.
Taryn Holt, a freshman, that's one tough girl.
Yeah, she is tough. I'll tell you where Washington helps you a lot, too. She gets a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
She had 9 defensive rebounds last night.
I'm really impressed with the Gooden sisters, too. I think their game, I really like their game.
controversy on the floor right now. Shouldn't have been a free throw.
I think that's right.
So there's going to be an inbound pass for Bergman.
I heard some of the conversation. One of the officials was talking to the other official. And they did not like the boot end balls that were in the hospitality room. And
those were good.
And he asked, did you get a slider? And then Ricky said, I had a slider. And then it was kind of just going back and forth.
All right, Moon with the basketball. Now back out to Holt. Holt to Husky. Husky. Lowry drives. Slam shut. Needs help. That's Maddie Holt now. Washington to pick up Maddie Holt. Now Taryn. Taryn drives. Left-hander's good. Looked like she was a little off balance and was still able to control the shot and gets it. 4-point lead with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Yeah, she plays a lot bigger than 5'3".
Right, exactly. Seen a lot of that throughout this tournament. Gooden, not there. Karras again shoots, gets fouled. Well, you'd like to see just one of those go and try to get a three-point play out of it.
Well, give credit to Gooden taking the ball down there, too, on a Gooden, because by drawing that in, it gave Washington a chance to come up and get that rebound. Right. You push the defenders underneath the basket. She's in great position to get the ball and get the foul.
Now we got to make our free throws. First one's good.
Well, she's made 5 free throws here in the second half.
And she missed her last 2, though. But a true player, true champion, she's going to come in and make these free throws. Or if she doesn't make them, they're going to be close. But you know what? Close doesn't count. Second free throw, in and out, but it was close.
There's a rebound.
Nice rebound by the Lady Bears. So she'll throw it off Holt's shin.
30.
It will be Lady Bear basketball. Well, we'll just stay with it. Minute 51.
Well, Buzz, another key in this ball game right now was Ruby Trammell getting that 5th foul. She really pretty much dominated. Didn't dominate, but she was kind of the one person they had down low that could get that rebound. They're kind of missing that right now. Lady Bears doing a great job with Washington and the Gooden sisters fighting for that ball, getting to the foul line.
I agree. Trammell's a big loss for them. They don't have a deep bench as it is, and then to lose a player like her.
And they've only gone, they have 8 players. They've only played 7 tonight.
Yeah. Well, you better be in shape. But, you know, Bergman and a small school like that, that's what they do, play basketball. It's not like you're coming off another sport and you've got to get in shape. They're in shape. It's obvious. All right, Isabella will inbound for the Lady Bears. Needs some help. Knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Lady Bear ball, and Isabella will have to do this again. Now Holt picks up Anna Gooden. That's a big task right there. She'll put the shot. Oh, it's nothing but net. Anna Gooden ties it up at 42.
Yeah, she's down double figures with 11 points.
Yeah, you knew it was going to come down to the wire.
And what a shot that
Holt
was.
Kicks it out. Husky, Maddie Holt.
All right, so I'm kind of waiting to see what the call is here.
Well,
because
what is the call?
What it's going to be,
they called it's against Anna Gooden.
Yeah, she was shooting a 3, but she wasn't fouled. It was actually the girl setting the screen got pushed back into her. So
Anna has to raise her hand as Lowry goes to the line.
So it's kind of a break for the Lady Bears.
It is.
There.
Yeah. First free throw
there we
off
go.
the front of the rim.
Okay, we'll see if the theory holds here, Buzz.
Well, she's a good shooter. Count it.
Got 7 points in the ball game.
43-42. Now, minute 20.
Those threes are a little bit harder to make, guys, when those legs start.
I guarantee you. Anna pulls up, left side, another
that's nice.
Another pure shot to get the lead, 44-43. Now Husky will bring the ball down for the Lady Panthers. Down 1 with under a minute to go. Taryn Holt drives, circus shot is good. And it's going to count. Cadence Fleming says, where's the foul? She looks to Ricky. Ricky says, where's the foul? All right, well, I really don't mind. I just want to have the last shot.
That's right.
Is the thing. 3-point play by Holt.
Buzz,
So
I'm
they're
very
up
impressed.
two.
I'm very impressed with Taryn Holt, the job
I am.
she's done in here.
100%.
She is very aggressive for a freshman. What a ball game.
All right, 47 seconds left. 27 on the shot clock.
Well, Gooden's got the hot hand. Get her down.
She's got to take the shot. So Gooden works against Hope. Big time matchup there. Now, Erica. Nice pass inside. It's blocked. She's going to be called for the foul, so Karras will go to the line with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, good job getting that ball down to the low post.
Well, just a little bit quicker getting the shot off. But Karras gets fouled. She's at the line. She made one of the last two.
1 of 2, yes.
One of the last 4, actually.
And she's made 5 free throws here in the ball game.
First one is on the way. Money.
There we go.
That's money.
All right, 45-46.
Let's tie this thing up right here.
Guys, a chance to have an overtime for the first time here in the Tournament of the Champions?
Well, if she makes this, there's a possibility. Free throw is no good. Holt with the rebound. 30 seconds.
Gonna have to foul here at some point.
Yeah. Ricky says, press her. Ball is thrown out of bounds, so the Lady Bears will get it with 18 seconds left.
Good job at setting that double team.
So the good thing is you don't have to have a 3 here, guys. You get your shot. No panic here. Karras Washington will inbound for the Lady Bears to the sophomore, Anna Gooden. So Anna will walk it down. Remember, Boothead against Notre Dame walked it down, hit the 3, or actually it was a 2 back then from the top of the circle to win it. Anna Gooden pulls up. Shot won't go. It's a tie ball there. Let's see what
jump ball. That belongs to
It will be
the
Northside's ball with 3.5 seconds.
I think of Boothead, though. I think of those he used to tape those wrists all the way down the arm.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
All right, here we go. A little timeout.
Another timeout. Full timeout, but we're going to stay with it.
Whoa.
All right, 3.5. Is this like a replay of last night? Golly.
And you know, the funny thing, you say that, Buzz, you know, when you're doing your game, you're announcing these games, if I'm watching a game on TV, my wife gives me a hard time, I'll just turn it off and won't watch it. And,
you can't turn this off. You're here.
You can't do it here.
No.
What a great game. And both teams have played well tonight. It's been a fun game to do. And Northside, I think, had a little bit of a hangover, struggled there at times, but they've done a good job. I think Anna Gooden really came up, made some big baskets, and then Karras Washington down there in the middle has done a really good job.
Karras has just done a great job. She just muscles it.
And then the Holt sisters on the other side really have stepped it up big here.
Doing a good job in the absence of Ruby Trammell.
Yep.
All right, 3.5 seconds. Here's the thing. Last night there was 5.5 seconds, but we had the lead.
That's right.
3.5 seconds. We're behind. We gotta make it happen.
I really want to see him pull it out. You know, you go back and look at plays, but that play that just took place where we forced the pressure right there, and they threw the ball away to get that ball back to us.
All right, Isabella Kendrick will inbound for the Lady Bears.
Timeout.
Another timeout.
Well, if I'm Bergman, I'm telling my ladies, 22 does not touch the ball.
Yeah. Well, what you got to do, too, on the inbounds play, I think you got to front the passer. You can't give her an open look. Not sure what the strategy will be here, but to me, you've got to have somebody on the ball.
That's a great point, and last night Sapulpa had that.
Yes, they did.
That's how they affected us. They had Atkinson trying to block the inbound pass.
Right.
She's 6'2".
That's right.
And long arms, and that definitely is effective.
How much fun. Guys, we're doing some games here that they call them consolation games, but you can't tell any of these girls that. I mean, they're out there right now. And it's just, I love the battles that both these teams have, and it's gonna help them as the season goes on.
Well, I've had a good time. I'll say that. I've enjoyed everything about it. I've enjoyed the competition. I've enjoyed hanging out with you, Keith. Man, that's been
fun. Don't get to do this enough.
Appreciate you coming over here and doing what you do. Hospitality room could have been a little bit better, but I don't know who to.
Yeah, more dietary foods.
Yeah, who to blame on that? No salad at all. All right, Kendrick's going to inbound with 3.5 seconds. She inbounds and the ball is stolen and we will lose this game 46-45. So 2 days in a row, 50-49, 46-45. And that's how this one's going to end, but they'll shake hands, wish each other well. It's been fun.
What a great game, though. Both teams.
And
I still think, too, Buzz, though, with this Northside group, obviously I think they're going to be there in March.
Yeah.
And I just think you still got a bit of a learning process there. And this Bergman team, give them credit. They don't have a lot of players, but they are smart. They play hard and did everything he had to do to come back. In fact, being down by 17 to come back and win that game was very impressive.
All right, we got the winning coach with Coach Beaumont. Coach?
Thank you, Buzz. Coach? Huh?
Fun game.
That? Great ball game today.
That was.
You know, I know that we talked yesterday about what this undertaking was going to be for you today, and you knew going in that you were going to have to do a lot of things right. You got down right before half, and it did not look like that you guys were going to get in the ball game. And then all of a sudden, second half,
we had a good first quarter. We came out not being scared, and I think we might have been leading 9-7. And then we only scored 1 point for the next 9 minutes maybe, and it became 25-20 at half, or 25-10. And we just cut it down to little goals of doing more efficiency on moving and getting that first pass in and quit holding the ball and come off the screen wanting to score. So we were scared to death first half, and it showed.
Well, Coach, I know that you've got a couple of different Holts on your team.
Yeah.
One of them, she gets her points. She really does. But that baby Holt today, she had some big baskets.
For a freshman, having to handle the ball against the teams we played in this tournament was huge for her. And she did a great job setting us up, and she came to play.
Coach, it looks like you ladies are picking up right where you left off last year. Congratulations. Congratulations on your victory today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Coach.
Congratulations, Coach. All right, we're going to have some awards here. We'll stay with it.
Buzz, we got some all tournament picks here.
Yeah.
That was Anna Gooden along with Karis Washington. Two good picks right there.
From Bergman High School, Maddie Holt and Ruby Trammell.
Yeah, Trammell, definitely Maddie Holt, but I think Trammell deserves it also. She had a good tournament.
Yeah, Coach Beaumont made a good point there, talking about the two Holt sisters. Taryn Holt, she finished with 7 points, but boy, she made some big plays down the stretch.
Another coach is the heart of champion. To have the heart of a champion means you display the highest levels of character, work ethic, sportsmanship, and leadership on and off the court. We have a community. This is one of the highest honors. Ladies and gentlemen, champion award from Northside High School, Erica Good. And the Harvard champion from Bergman High School, Madeline Moon.
Yeah, I thought Moon played a good game.
Yeah, came in there. She
played a tough game.
Yeah, she had to come in there and take over when Trammell fouled out. And she did a really good job.
All right, but Keith, that's going to wrap it up for this game. We got one game left. It's the championship game. That's the Sapulpa and Carl Junction. You need to stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Lady Bears lose another heartbreaker. I know it hurts them, and we'll see how they do as they go on into the season. But, man, I can't take that 2 times in a row. Golly. 1 point game.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a well-fought game. Saw a lot of good basketball. And congratulations to the girls that made the all-tournament team, and to the Heart of the Champion recipients, too. And don't forget, we got the Merrill Mankin Award that will come up after this final. So stay with us. We'll be back with more Tournament of Champion basketball after this.